Right. Well, thank you guys so much for just like taking the time to show up here tonight for yourself. If you just here to learn, you're curious, or maybe you have some very specific health goals in mind, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, like whatever it is, there's an oil for that. And this is the basics class. So we're gonna cover tonight like all the things you need to know about essential oils as far as safety and getting the most use out of them. But if there's a topic that you're interested in, can pretty much guarantee I've either got a class for it or can create one. And I love making new classes. So don't ever be, shy about asking to learn about a topic. I even have text classes available. So if you're short on time and just want something sent to your phone, we've got that option too. But the whole goal of tonight's class is to empower you. I want you to leave here feeling confident and excited about using your essential oils versus choosing something, over the counter that might have some unwanted side effects. So tonight we're going to learn 3 cool things about oils, 3 ways to use them, and if you're ready to get started, how to get those oils in your home. So before we dive into all those things, I just want to take a moment to share with you guys the doTERRA difference. Now, before I started with doTERRA, I had tried a lot of different essential oil brands, companies, and to be honest, I actually had some unfortunate side effects from using low quality essential oils. So quality of the oil really, really matters to give you the best benefits and to also avoid any side effects. And the thing that I really love about doTERRA is their heart, their mission. They are every single life that they are touching, they're uplifting. And they don't just care about the people on the planet, they care about the earth too. So they really are good about sustainability and leaving everything in a better place than how they found it. So some of the things, I don't want to take too much time on this. You just want to look into these whenever you have the time and whatever is really speaking to you. But the first is CPTG. That means certified, pure, tested grade. What doTERRA does with their testing is above and beyond what anybody else is doing or even capable of doing. This is a very science-backed company. Everything they do starts from science. And that is why they are the most tested and most trusted essential oil company in the world, and why so many medical professionals use and recommend doTERRA oils versus some other options out there. The other thing to check into is sourcetoyou.com. So if you go to this website, it's really cool because it is showing you all the testing that is done on every single batch of our oils. On the bottom of any of the oil bottles that you get, there's a little lot number, and you can put that number in at sourcetoyou.com, and it's going to literally show you the testing results. So they're very transparent in everything they do at doTERRA. You may also want to check out co-impact sourcing. So this is like why I'm so aligned with this company. Co-impact sourcing are the partnerships that we have all over the world. We go wherever the plants grow best to get the purest, most effective oils. And many of these places are in developing countries where the communities, they've been doing it for generations, but they may not have clean water or schools or medical facilities and things like that. And doTERRA is there on the ground talking to the communities, figuring out, what do you guys need to thrive? And so it's a beautiful relationship where it's a win-win, and everybody's paid on time and fairly. The schools are built, the clean water's put in, the girls are allowed to go to school. That's a big thing. A lot of these countries, normally girls aren't allowed to go to school. And we say, hey, we're not going to partner with this community unless you allow the girls to go. So there's just so much good that they're doing in this world. So definitely look at co-impact sourcing, and there's literally a story behind every single one of our essential oils. So you can kind of see where it came from, the work that went behind that, and the good that that partnership is doing. The other thing is doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation, and this is absolutely beautiful. It's their Um, it's how they give back. And I donate to this every single month. It really makes me feel good to be connected to the Healing Hands Foundation. And they have so many partnerships out there, but a few of my favorites are the Underground Railroad Foundation. So this is where we are helping to actually rescue and rehabilitate sex traffickers. And it's not a happy topic, but it's a huge problem in the world. And the fact that we're able to not just rescue people and kids, but help them heal and have life after is such a beautiful thing. The other thing that I really love, my other favorite organization from the Healing Hands is Days for Girls, where they go into communities where before, women were taught that their monthly cycles were impure, unclean, and that there was, they were actually banished to menstruation huts where the living conditions were completely unbearable. And we go in and we educate them on how their cycle is totally normal, it's natural, it's a beautiful thing, and we help them make reusable feminine hygiene products. So just, knowing that there's a heart behind the company really has allowed me to align with them even more. That's why I like to share with everybody, because you may not know that. You may, you've probably tried the oils, you love them, but you may not know about the actual heart behind the company. And if you're interested in learning more about the healthcare initiative, you can check out Prime Meridian Clinics. We're going to be getting one here in Dallas in a few years, but they're popping up all over the world. So just a little info on the heart of that. Just wanted to share. But now let's jump in. This is where you're going to really want to pay attention, because we're going to be giving away some cool prizes. And if you want to answer any questions, you're going to want to either take yourself off mute or utilize the chat box. So the first cool thing about essential oils is how safe they are. These oils are 100% natural and safe. We don't have side effects or addictions. It's just the pure essential oil that's been extracted from plants, and they have amazing health benefits, both physical and emotional. And every single one of these oils, like I mentioned, has been put through stringent testing and third-party testing to make sure that it is certified, pure, tested grade to give you the most pure and potent oils. And when I say potent, I mean potent, okay? These are 50 to 70 times more powerful than fresh herbs. If you use fresh herbs, you cook with them, you use them in your medicinals, go ahead and share in the chat box. I'd love to hear, what you use. But just to keep this in perspective, how powerful they are, if you've ever used peppermint tea for an upset stomach, go ahead and share or give me a thumbs up. You'd have to drink 28 cups of peppermint tea to have the same effect as a single drop of peppermint essential oil. So it definitely packs a punch. I've got a whole class on cooking with oils because they are so strong. You do need to know a few things behind that. But peppermint is really, it's oh my gosh, it's like top 10 in my toolbox of oils you got to have. I use this oil all the time. It's very energizing. It promotes clear breathing. It's fabulous for cooling down the body naturally, and a really great choice for relieving any head tension or tension in general in the body. So who can tell me the first cool thing about essential oils? What's so cool about them? Safe, Molly, you got it. Awesome. So Molly, you are going to be getting a sample of the Deep Blue Rub, which I know you're going to use in your Pilates. This is a favorite for people who are looking for natural pain management. It's got a lot of oils in there that are very soothing to your muscles, your ligaments, tendons, all that stuff. So let me write that down so I don't forget who gets the prizes. Awesome. Okay. We got some more prizes coming up. So the second cool thing about oils is how effective they are. So they're actually more effective than modern approaches to health problems because they're able to permeate the cell membrane and get to the root of the problem. So, I'm not knocking modern medicine by any means, but a lot of, I mean, you have to laugh like when you hear a commercial for a prescription and it's like the side effects are really scary. They like go on almost the length of the commercial. I'm like, no thanks. I'm going to stick with my oils. And a lot of modern based medication is actually it's water based. So it has a really hard time getting into the cell. Whereas essential oils, it's an oil, so it's very easily able to permeate the cell membrane. So On Guard is one of my favorite blends. I use it all day, every day in my household. We've got 3 kids, so they're always bringing home all kinds of fun stuff from school. And so we are constantly, supporting our immune system with this blend. It's got lots of good ones for a healthy immune system. We've got wild orange, cinnamon, clove, I think there's rosemary, lots of really yummy stuff in there. So whenever somebody's starting to get that sore throat, or you kind of like feel like, okay, something's coming on, that's where they will just put a drop of this in some warm water and gargle with that. Or we will put it on the bottoms of their feet or the spine every single day just for a basic immune support. But I actually clean with this, not just, cleaning your hands. We've got On Guard hand sanitizer and hand wipes, spray, but we have a whole line of natural cleaning products from the On Guard line. So if you've been looking for toxic-free ways to clean your home, we've got you covered with On Guard. So who can tell me the second cool thing about essential oils? Oh, Natalia said she can't hear me. Okay. Okay, good. You can hear me now. Awesome. All right. So who can tell me the second cool thing about essential oils? They work. Yeah, that qualifies as effective. Yes, I was going for effective. That's perfect, Natalia. So Natalia, you are going to get hooked up with an On Guard sanitizing wipe. I love these. Oh my gosh. I keep them in my purse. And when you're out and about and need to like wipe something off, or they're great for wiping your phone down, or when you're pumping gas. I love to wipe my kids' hands after the playground with this. So you're going to love this. All right. So third cool thing about essential oils are how affordable they are. They're actually more affordable than traditional medical care because each drop is pennies per dose. So I actually save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a year in medical costs by using my essential oils before, looking elsewhere for options. For example, lavender. This is an extremely calming, soothing essential oil. So it's going to be great to calm the mind before bed, and very calming for the skin. So, if I've been out in the sun too long, or I've been in the garden or on a hike and I've got bug bites or scrapes or, just skin irritations of any kind, maybe I burned myself in the kitchen, whatever it is, I love having lavender for its calming and soothing properties. It's also an all natural antihistamine. So that's another thing. I used to, take a lot of over the counter stuff when the seasons were changing and I'd have all these horrible side effects. I felt groggy, like my head was in a bubble. And now I use my oils for antihistamines. And it's, oh my gosh, it's like worlds different. But let me just explain like something that comes up often, especially when you've got, kiddos, is let's say you got an ear infection, your kid's pulling on your ear, on their ear, saying, ow, whatever, you're like, okay, I know what's up. Seen this before, right? So most people would take time off from work, get in the car, drive to the doctor's office. I mean, when you go to the office, you're exposing your kid to God knows what else, right? And they will most likely put them on an antibiotic. I could teach a whole class on why you'd want to avoid antibiotics at any cost, because while yes, in 7 to 10 days, hopefully, if it's not a super bug, they will, take care of that infection. But in the meantime, they're leaving you with some pretty nasty side effects, especially like digestive issues and side effects. But the worst of it is that not only do antibiotics wipe out the bad bacteria in the gut, but they also wipe out the good bacteria. And our immune system is run by the good bacteria in our gut. So when you take antibiotics, you're actually prone to further infections afterwards and getting sick all over again because you wiped out your immune system. So I don't want to do that. Whenever I feel like somebody, is going down that path in my family, we will bust out the lavender, the tea tree, basil's another great option, and we'll just rub those diluted oils over the outside of the ear, can reapply them every couple hours. And what's really cool, just like the first time you put it on, immediately that lavender is so calming and soothing. So, if my baby's screaming because they're in pain, I'm able to soothe them emotionally and physically right away. But what's really cool is the cost difference. So that little combination, like the tea tree lavender, that's 64 cents. So 64 cents was probably cheaper than the gas that it took that other mom who put her kids in the car and drove to the doctor's office, right? So you can save a lot of money by addressing these issues at home. So who can tell me the third cool thing about essential oils? How affordable they are. You are ready for that. All right, Molly, so you are going to get the On Guard toothpaste sample. So this is going to be great for sensitive teeth and gums. It's whitening. It tastes really delicious. It's got that On Guard, so it's like a cinnamony taste. There's a little bit of mint in there as well. I love that. We even have a mouthwash that goes with it. It's delicious, but you're going to get a little sample of the toothpaste. So congratulations. All right, let's keep chugging along, and we are going to talk now about 3 ways to use essential oils. Okay, so the first way is aromatically, and that's what that A stands for. So if we go back, you guys see how we've got A's, T's, and I's next to all of these? You're going to find out what those mean. So you can use peppermint, On Guard, and lavender, all 3 ways that we're about to learn about. And the first is aromatically. So you can diffuse your essential oils or inhale them, whether it's out of the bottle or a drop in your hands. And when you do, it's positively affecting your mood. You can also cleanse the air. I do this every day in my house. I'm running the diffuser to clean the air and support our respiratory systems. So if you don't have a diffuser yet, that is definitely going to be one of the first tools that you're going to want to have so you can enjoy your essential oils in this way. And honestly, guys, it's like the easiest way to make a huge change in your lifestyle is with these diffusers. So do not use like the heating trays, those Glade plugins. Anytime that you are heating up your essential oils, it's actually degrading them and they're no longer going to have those therapeutic benefits. So stick with the water diffusers. doTERRA has a ton of different options. So, if you want them to run for your entire sleep cycle or look a certain way, we've got lots of different options for you. My personal favorite is our diffuser that doubles as a humidifier. We love that. We've got 2 of those in our household, and they cover a huge area of space. All right. Who can tell me one way to enjoy your oils aromatically? What is one way to enjoy your oils aromatically? We talked about a few different ways. Going once, going twice. Applied on skin. That is one we're not there yet. I'm going to go ahead and give that one to you though. And we'll give you the deep blue rub, Natalia, but you're ahead of the game on that one. So the first, maybe Molly, do you know one of the ways to enjoy oils aromatically? Smell it. Yes, smelling it. So using it in a diffuser, putting a drop in your hands. Have you guys seen like those diffuser jewelries, like maybe made out of lava beads or lava stone or wood? Those are all ways that you can enjoy the oils aromatically. All right, so Natalia was ahead of the game on this one. This was topical use is the second way to use the oils. And this is where you're going to be actually applying it to your skin or wherever your affected area is for those localized benefits. Now, some of the best places to apply essential oils, number one, bottoms of the feet. Kind of weird, but the bottoms of your feet is going to have the most pores and it's going to absorb the quickest. And you know, it's also good, let's say if you're, you know, maybe you don't really care for the smell of the oil, but you want the therapeutic benefits, put it on your feet and put some socks on, okay? Simple enough. The other great place is along your spine. So both the feet and your spine are going to be connected to all your body systems. And my other favorite place is any of your pulse points. So behind the ears, your wrists, back of the neck. Those are all really good places. And especially like this left elbow crease, anytime you put things on the left elbow crease, it's shooting up into your heart. So those are all places to apply them topically. Now let's talk about diluting. So diluting, it might trick your brain a little bit because most people, when they hear the word diluting, they're like, well, doesn't that make it like less effective, not work as well? No, not with essential oils. So you actually want to dilute with a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil, which doTERRA also has, and it's going to give you the best results. Now, why is that? Well, essential oil molecules are super tiny. So when you put them on your skin, a lot of it just evaporates before it has time to really sink into your skin. But when you weigh it down with a carrier oil, it allows it to soak in deeper. Now, the other reason to dilute, there's three reasons. The first is to weigh it down and let it soak in deeper. The second reason is to avoid any skin sensitivity. So like peppermint, spearmint, when you put those on your skin, it's going to be very cold and tingly. Whereas other oils like cloves, cinnamon, oregano, those are very warm and spicy when you put them on your skin. So to avoid that skin sensitivity, definitely dilute with a carrier oil. And you always want to dilute when you are working with putting oils on pets, children, babies, the elderly, you know, anyone with that more thin or very sensitive skin. And the third reason to dilute is to make your essential oil bottle last longer. I'm going to tell you a mistake that I did. When I first got my essential oils, I went to get a massage, and I highly recommend bringing your essential oils to a massage, right? But here's where I went wrong. I said, hey, can you use my essential oil instead of your massage oil? And they used like half of my bottle. Now I smell amazing. It was really great, but they wasted so much of my oil. Now, what I should have said was, hey, can you add a couple drops of my essential oil to your massage oil? And I would have still gotten the same therapeutic benefits, but they would have used a lot less of my oil. So that's the third reason, is to save your money, save your essential oil. And there are lots of carrier oils out there. I mean, you probably have some in your home. You might even have, you know, coconut oil in your kitchen cupboard that you cook with. Fractionated coconut oil is exactly that, but it's had the fats removed. So it's always in a liquid state. So it makes it really nice to work with essential oils. And the reason fractionated coconut is my favorite is because it's non-greasy, it absorbs very easily, it doesn't stain, and it's always in that liquid state. So it's kind of like the best of all the carrier oils out there, but use what you've got. But that is definitely the second tool that I would recommend having. So when you're getting started, you're going to want a diffuser, you're going to want the carrier oil, and there's one more tool we're about to talk about. But first, another prize. So who wants to tell me one of bonus points if you can tell me all three, but one of the ways that that you would want to use a carrier oil? Why do you want to dilute? If it's easier to take yourself off mute, you can do that, because I know it's a lot to type.
Okay, I think it's to make it last. It's to make it last.
You got it. Awesome. Good job, Natalia. So we're going to hook you up with the On Guard toothpaste.
Yay.
Yes. All right. You guys are listening. You're on it. All right. So the third way to use essential oils is internally. So all of doTERRA oils are going to be great aromatically and topically, but many of ours are actually recommended to also use internally. And that's because of the purity of these oils. So like red flag alert, if you've been using essential oils from other brands and maybe you got some lavender, some lemon, some peppermint, and it says in the bottle, do not ingest, not for internal use, like a huge red flag should be going off, because okay, this is not pure, right? So, and you will know when a doTERRA essential oil is recommended for internal use because you'll see a supplemental fats label on the bottle. So just like you have your nutritional facts label with your food, it's going to have a supplemental facts label. And if it is recommended for internal use, do it that way. You're going to get the most benefits from your oils. They're going to work the best when you use them as many ways as possible. So for example, let's say I'm having some digestive upset, right? I can put a drop of Digescent or peppermint in my hands and take some deep breaths. I could also dilute a drop and rub it over my tummy. And I can also put a drop under my tongue. And I'm going to get the best results when I do all three of those, right? So how would you enjoy these internally? Well, I just mentioned one. You can put a drop under your tongue. I do that every day with my frankincense and my copaiba. You can also put them in your water. I've got some white grapefruit in here right now. And when you, just a little safety tip, y'all, when you are putting your oils in your glasses or you're cooking with your oils, do not, I repeat, do not put essential oils in plastic containers. Okay, these oils are so powerful. I clean my entire home, the bathroom, the kitchen. I use my essential oils. They're powerful enough. They'll break down that plastic container, and then you'll be ingesting even more toxins than you already are by drinking out of plastic in the first place. So you're going to want to stick with glass, stainless steel, ceramic, or silicone. So no plastic, no styrofoam, no aluminum cans. Nope. Okay. The second way that the third way that you can enjoy these internally is in a veggie cap. So that the veggie caps are the third tool that I would recommend having so you can enjoy your oils all three ways. And what a veggie cap is just an empty pill capsule. It's made out of vegetable cellulose, so it's totally safe and natural. And you open it up like it's an empty pill. You drop your essential oils in there, close it up, and take it like you would any other pill. Now, why would you want to do that? So the way that I have been finding that I use this for a lot is, let's say I'm using oregano as an all-natural antibiotic. Oregano is really good for that. It's a powerful all-natural antibiotic, but it is spicy. I would never recommend somebody to add oregano to their glass of water or drop it under their tongue. Oh my gosh, no, that would burn. That would be super hot and spicy. That is an oil that you'd want to take in a veggie capsule. So If you're like, I don't know if it's going to be spicy, just smell it. If it smells like something you want in your mouth, you can give it a try. But if you're like, I don't know about that, that seems a little intense, just put in the veggie cap. Okay. Yeah, so those are the 3 ways to use the essential oils. And now you understand what the A, the T, and the I stand for, right? So let's take a look now at a couple of my favorites that I use on the reg. The first is lemon. So doTERRA has tons of citrus oils. Like, there's so many of them and they're all so delicious. I love to put them in my water because not only does it taste good and I'm drinking more water, but it's a natural cleanser for your body. So if you're looking for an easy way to do a natural detox, a flush of all the toxins, just put some citrus oil in your water. It's that easy. But just remember to stick with glass, stainless steel, ceramic, or silicone. You can also use all the citruses for cleaning your home. Citruses are really good for getting rid of sticky, greasy messes. I actually used one I was trying to get an old sticker off my car the other day, and I just rubbed the lemon oil on there and it was able to scrape right off versus like sitting there forever trying to scrape it and leaving a bunch of residue. It's really good for messes. And lemon oil is good for all 3 ways, so aromatically, topically, and internally. All right, so frankincense. This is the king. Frankincense is the king of all the essential oils. If I was stranded on a desert island and asked, Casey, what oil would you like to be left with? It would probably be frankincense. And that's not just because of how good it is for promoting calm feelings. It's extremely grounding. I love to use it during prayer and meditation practices. It's a wonderful immune support oil, but it's also great for anti-aging. So you can add a drop to your skin moisturizer. doTERRA has some really great skin products, beauty care products, and you add a drop of it to it. It just makes it smell even better than it already did. I definitely used frankincense a lot when I was pregnant. You know, your skin is stretching to its max, so helping with that. And the absolute best part of frankincense is its ability to help your cells perform optimally. It literally does a little check-in with all of your cells. And if it finds one that is pretty healthy, just maybe needs some gaps filled to function at its best, it'll give it a helping hand. But if frankincense finds one of your cells that is not healthy, it helps it die off so it doesn't continue replicating, because we do not want our unhealthy cells to continue replicating, right? So there's a lot of really great studies that have been done on the power of frankincense. If you go to pubmd.com and look that up, there's some really cool ones. Frankincense is the oil. It's the oil of why we are partnered with St. Elizabeth's Oncology Department and why John Hopkins loves us so much. So, you know, if you're into that sort of stuff and want to dig into the science behind it, then you can check out all the studies on frankincense. And this is definitely one to be used all 3 ways. Next up, we have DigestZen. So like the name suggests, this is your digestive blend. So anytime that you need some relief from upset stomach, motion sickness, or nausea, I do not go on any trips without this oil. Like, this is a must-have oil for travel because you're going to be trying new foods. You're going to be, you know, maybe on a plane or a windy car ride and feeling some nausea. I always use this on the plane descent. Like, it's a must-have, right? Or maybe you just ate too much, or you ate something that doesn't agree with you. During the holidays, I use this just because you're eating so much good stuff, right? But your tummy's a little upset with you. So DigestZen is one to have. And like I said earlier, when you're having that stomach upset, use it as many ways as possible. Put a drop in your hands or dilute it and rub it on your tummy. Put a drop under your tongue and then sit there and just breathe it in deeply to get the best results. And when you guys, here's a little tip. When you are, sitting there breathing your oils, give yourself, aim for 10 deep breaths. Because what that does is it allows those aromatic molecules to actually get into the limbic part of your brain, which is controlling your heart rate, your breathing, your blood pressure, your emotions, all that stuff. So really like do yourself a solid and give it a full minute, aim for 10 deep breaths, and you're going to notice a big difference after that minute's up. All right, so deep blue, you guys got some of the deep blue rub, which has this blend in it. This is the soothing blend. So anytime you need to soothe those achy muscles and joints, ease some head tension, you've got deep blue. We have it in this undiluted form, which I love to put in the diffuser when I'm like soaking in the bathtub or if I have some head tension. But the deep blue rub is in a lotion form, and a little goes a really long way with the lotion. So you're going to want to just use a pea-size amount wherever you need it. The other way that we have this is the deep blue stick. So the deep blue stick, let me just grab it real quick so I can show y'all. In my purse. So like whenever I'm out and about, maybe I'm, in the car driving, and it's like when you're driving, you got like this tension in your shoulders, or maybe you've been in front of the computer all day, or you've been looking at your phone too much, and you're like, oh my gosh, like I am tense around my neck and shoulders. I love having this deep blue stick. So you just roll it on wherever you need it. And it has another oil in here called copaiba, which is really great because together the deep blue blend and the copaiba in the stick help with natural pain management, inflammation. It has this really nice cooling, tingling sensation. And then after a while, it starts to warm up slightly. So it's also got oils in here that are great for circulation. So, getting the blood flow going is really important for that. So lots of ways to enjoy deep blue. You may have your personal favorite. I think mine's probably the deep blue stick. I love this stick. It's awesome. All right, breathe. So breathe is our respiratory blend. So it's going to help keep your lungs and sinuses open and healthy. And this promotes clear breathing day and night. So whether you're using a drop of breathe before a workout to open up your lungs and have a more effective workout, or you use it like I do at night, because this mama bear snores like real loud, I'm not gonna lie. So when I put this in my diffuser, it helps me and the rest of the family get a more restful night's sleep. And wild orange. So this is another citrus. I love the citruses because they're so yummy. I love to cook with this one. You can put it in your smoothies. I've got a really yummy fruit dip that I prefer to use with the wild orange. But wild orange is like happiness in a bottle. It's sunshine in a bottle. It's so energizing and uplifting to the mood. Whenever you need a little like afternoon pick-me-up, one of my favorite combinations is wild orange and peppermint. Because the wild orange is so happy and the peppermint is just like, it wakes you right up. So it's a really nice combination. And this one is just like lemon. It can be used all three ways. So this can also be detoxing for your body. All right, we got a couple more of my favorite oils, guys. The next one is adaptive. So adaptive is a blend it's our calming blend, and it was specifically formulated for stress, feelings of overwhelm, anxious feelings, all that stuff. So if you tend to run a little high strung, or you tend to have those anxious feelings, you're gonna love the adaptive blend. It's also really good for focus. So if you're trying to improve your attention while easing the mind, this is going to be your favorite blend ever. Oh my gosh. It smells absolutely amazing. It's very calming physically and emotionally. So I like to actually apply adaptive to the base of my skull. And I do that whenever I notice, okay, I'm in fight or flight right now, or I'm in hindbrain. This is a really good oil for helping you get out of hindbrain. And we do have it in a roller as well. So I love The undiluted version is great for, putting it in the diffuser or putting it topically on your body. But we have a ton of our oils that are in this roller form. And the rollers are great because they've already been diluted with coconut oil. So it makes it perfect for just rolling on your skin, avoiding skin sensitivity, and helping those essential oils absorb better. And the third product that we have in the adaptive line is actually a supplement. And the supplement is really great for preventative stress because it has a neurotransmitter called GABA in it. And GABA calms down the receptor sites of your brain. So if you're like constantly feeling like your brain's like freaking out, you're going to want some adaptive capsules. I love the adaptive line. It has helped me so much with my stress and all those anxious, nervous feelings. So copaiba, we mentioned this a little earlier. This is that other oil that's in the deep blue stick. But copaiba on its own is awesome. It can be used all three ways. This is a wonderful oil for soothing aches and pains, settling your body down for sleep, because it's so great for calming down your entire nervous system. This is also, like frankincense, fabulous for your immune support. So this is why I actually drop frankincense and copaiba under my tongue morning and night for all the benefits that they each have. And balance is the grounding blend. So I've never had anybody smell balance and not like it. It's a very earthy, grounding, light scent, perfect for a relaxing massage. So this is definitely one to bring to the masseuse. It's just very calming for your mind and body. And when you diffuse it, it provides this really beautiful, tranquil aroma. It's like a spa. It's so nice. I love it. And this one's good for aromatic and topical use. So let's revisit. I know at the beginning you were sharing some of your health concerns. If you've been taking notes, maybe refer back to that and see, why did you come here? Was it maybe you wanted to help with some physical issues? Maybe you wanted more energy. Maybe you wanted better mood, better focus, better sleep. I don't know, whatever it is, go ahead. You can share in the chat box. And let's just take a moment to imagine your daily life without those concerns. What would that be like? What would that feel like? Maybe you can't even imagine it. I know before I got started with essential oils, oh my gosh, like I thought I was just going to be in pain all the time. I had been in pain since kindergarten. I just thought that was like, I just like hurting all the time was how life was. I didn't know that there was another way to be. There is. So just imagine what your life would be like without those concerns. And if you really want to feel awesome, you're gonna want to start the Lifelong Vitality Pack. So anybody who comes to me for coaching and help with their wellness goals, of course, I'm sharing essential oils with them. But the number one thing that I recommend people start on, even over the essential oils, is the Lifelong Vitality Pack. This is a trio of supplements that has been a complete game changer for my health, my customers' health. So many people around the globe are raving. Like just Google doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack testimonials. It's going to be pages and pages and pages. Like this is doTERRA's #1 product for a reason. And this is actually, it does have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, because we're so confident that if you start taking this consistently for 30 days, you're going to feel better. Some of the big things that I hear from people, because they're giving their body that maximum nutrition, it's the foundation of your health. You have to be giving your body the tools that it needs. And when you do, you're going to feel more energy, more focus, just general relief, whether it's physical or emotional, and well-being. So there's 3 components to this. The first is the Microplex VMZ. This is going to have your whole food multivitamins and minerals. And this is, I mean, even people who have super healthy eating habits. They're like very nutritional focused, like, oh my gosh, like they're like, I don't need to take any of that stuff. I eat super healthy. Well, here's the thing, guys. Our soils are depleted. We are no longer getting the nutrients that our grandparents were getting from our food. It's not possible anymore with the way the soils are. So, I mean, unless you're going to be eating all day long, you're not going to be getting what you need. And I don't know about you, I don't have time to eat some healthy salads and crunchy stuff all day long. Like, I don't have time for that. So I love the fact that I can fill in the gaps with the Microplex VMZ. The second component to this is the Alpha CRS Plus. So this is your antioxidants. This is what is so good for giving you that cellular energy and longevity. This is why people, when they start taking this, they're like, hey, see, I feel younger. I feel like I have more energy, like I can go longer all day. I can keep up with my kids. And that's because of the Alpha CRS Plus. And the third component is the Z Omega. So this is going to have your healthy omegas, your 3, 6, and 9 fatty acids, and 9 essential oils. And what those do, that is your brain and heart health, guys. Like, if you're trying to focus on brain and heart health, the omegas is where it's at. But together, they give you so many benefits. You can see on the bottom here. I mean, it is cellular support for your entire body. So I can't go to class without mentioning that, because it's just helped so many people. Some people, they start to feel better in a couple weeks. They notice changes in a couple months. For me, I started like energetically, like I could feel my energy go up after a couple weeks of staying consistent with this. And then after a couple months, I like had this realization, I'm like, holy cow, like I am happy. Like I feel emotionally completely different than I did a couple months ago. So like stick with it, stay consistent, and it's really cool. I love hearing from people after they've been on this and been sticking with it to hear, how they feel after a couple months. It's pretty cool. And this is a whole nother class, so I just wanted to drop this in because we recently released a new metabolic blend, a new metabolic line that is focusing on metabolic health. So, of course, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I want to support my metabolism. Like I've been looking to shed some stuff, but it's not just about that. It's about better energy, help literally anti-aging from the inside out, better mood. It's just, there's so many benefits to this program. I've got a whole class on it, so I'm not going to spend too much time, but if you haven't yet attended the MetaPower class and want more information on that, please let me know. I'd be happy to send that to you. All right, so if you've got your wish list and you're ready to dive in, I'm just going to go over the 3 ways that you can get these oils in your home, because there's some expensive ways to do it and there's the smart way to do it. So the expensive way to do it is to pay retail. You can go to my website and order from there. But I would only do that if you were like buying from like a spa or a chiropractor or something. The best way to get started is with your own wholesale account. With that, you get the best products for the best prices, just like Costco. So if you have like a Costco or a BJ's or Sam's Club membership, it's the exact same thing. You pay a $35 membership fee, and that gives you a whole year of wholesale prices. So that's 25% off retail right there. And once you're a member, you have the option to not just get your wholesale discount, but earn points for free products. So you'll always get your 25% below retail with your wholesale membership, but you can also earn free products through our loyalty rewards program. It's like our frequent flyer program. And it's totally optional, but I'll tell you, man, that is how you really take advantage of your membership and you score so many freebies. Like I'm raking in the freebies every single month. So let's take a look at some of the best kits to get started with. Oh, okay. Before that, what you also get from me, because it's not just about, getting a box of oils, right? Like if that was the case, then you could just order from doTERRA's website. But the reason why you want to get it from me is all the support you're getting. You're going to get a welcome packet that has some fun little freebies and samples in there, so you can try some of our other products. And it just has some easy step-by-step, guides on how to get started using your oils. And the best thing you get, this is where the real value is, you get a personal consultation. So when you get started with oils from me, I'm literally going to sit down with you and show you exactly how to use what you ordered so that you feel confident and empowered to use your new products so that you are going to be actually reaching those wellness goals that you set. And we can set you up with a personalized daily self-care routine that you can post up and keep track and stay consistent with it, because this is a lifestyle change, right? So you may not just jump right into it and know what to do. That's what I'm going to help you, and you can hang that up and it'll become second nature after following it for a few weeks. You also get access to our VIP education group. This is really cool. And I work with a whole team of healers. We've got doctors, chiropractors, nurses, healers of all different modalities. And we run some really cool education in our VIP group. So you get oil education, you get access to free courses, we do raffles and giveaways, all kinds of stuff. It's a really powerful community that you can ask questions, celebrate wins, and all that. And you also get ongoing support. So anytime that you want to check back in and revisit your wellness goals or do some tweaking, I'm there for you. So let's look at a few of our, most popular kits. And, whatever your goals are, whatever your budget is, I can help you find the right fit. So these already made enrollment kits are going to have the most value because they're discounted by buying all of these oils and diffusers as a set. But if you don't see the perfect fit, I can absolutely customize your own kit. But these are really good because they've already got a huge discount. And the best part of all these enrollment kits, you do not have to pay that $35 membership fee. It's included in the price. So that's a huge savings right there. The first is the Aroma Essentials Kit. So this is going to have 10 of our most popular blends and oils with this beautiful diffuser. The Healthy Start Kit is going to have all like the basic oils that we talked about tonight and this little diffuser here. Now, these first two kits are coming in our starter size. So our kits have two different size bottles of oil. We've got the starter size, which is 5 milliliters. I think it's about like 80 to 85 drops of oil in these bottles. Whereas the larger kits we're going to look at are going to have triple the oil. So they're going to be more value. The Healthy Habits Kit is like your daily wellness plan. So if you are like, okay, I really want to try that lifelong vitality pact, I really want to get the foundation for my health, I want to focus on gut health. That's what these other supplements that are in here, they focus on gut health, but I still want to try some of the essential oils and I love that deep blue. This would be a perfect kit for you. The Aroma Touch Technique Training and Enrollment Kit is really great for masseuses and massage therapists because it not only has all these oils, but it has a free training course on the Aroma Touch massage technique. The Cura collection is great for people who want to replace synthetic solutions in their medicine cabinet with effective natural alternatives. And this Home Essentials Kit is probably one of my favorites because it has all the oils that we talked about in tonight's class, but it's in the large size. So this is triple. This is the same oils that are in, let me see, these are the same ones that are in the Healthy Start Kit, but it's triple the amount of oils that you're getting. So it is a way better deal. And it even comes with a diffuser here. The Natural Solutions Kit is probably my favorite kit because it gives you a little bit of everything. You've got your supplements, you've got the oils, the diffusers, you've got the carrier oil, you get a bunch of the On Guard products to try, and you get this really pretty box to display them all in. But if you're like, I need it all, we've also got the oil collectors kit. This is what I started with. I was like, I need everything. So we've got something for everybody. And you can always, customize your kit by adding on, maybe you saw a kit, but you're like, oh, but it doesn't have adaptive. You can always add on whatever you want. Or you can create your own. So if you have ignore the date here, we've extended this, but let's say you've got a wish list We can put all your wish lists in a cart, and if the orders of at least 150 point value, we'll waive the enrollment fee. You won't have to pay the $35 membership fee. And when I say point value, that is, so like next to all the prices, you see there is a PV amount. That's what I'm talking about when I say point value. All right, and there is a really cool promotion that's going on this month I want you guys to know about. So if you get started in January with a 100 point order, which that was all the kits I just showed you, and then in February, if you place a 100 point order through the loyalty program, you will get 100 doTERRA dollars. That is literally $100 to spend on anything you want from doTERRA. Like, how cool is that? That's crazy. That's like an insane amount of money right there. So it's just through January. So if you haven't gotten started yet, this is the perfect time to do so. I am so excited to help people get 100 free dollars. I would like cash that in for some frankincense or, something that's a little bit more pricey that you wouldn't normally buy for yourself. But go ahead and text me or share in the chat box which of those options look the best to you. If you're like, I don't know, I need help, you can let me know that too. And just keep in mind that you always have the opportunity to earn free oils by inviting people to my classes. I teach this essential oil basics class every single week on Wednesday nights, as well as, other specialty topics throughout the month. And for every person that you invite to a class, I will hook you up with a dram of oil, and you can get this keychain that I give out for sharing too, and we'll fill up your keychain. Let's say you get 8 people to class, I'm going to fill this bad boy up, and you'll have all your favorites with you to take on the go. The other thing I want you to text me is what type of person you fall under. So there are 3 types of people that I support. The first are those who are living the wellness lifestyle. You love your oils, your products, you order them as needed, and I'm here to support you on that journey. The second type of people are sharers. So these, maybe if this is you, let's say as I've been teaching this class, you've been like, oh my gosh, my sister needs that, or my neighbor's been struggling with that. I bet she could really use some of that. And just like you share your favorite Instant Pot recipe, or your new favorite restaurant that you tried out, you're going to start sharing your oils. You're going to be out to lunch with somebody and they're going to be, rubbing their head or having some digestive issues. And you're going to be like, hey, you want to give this a try? You want to try this oil? It's really been helping me. And I can show you guys how to get your products paid for by doing that. The third type of people are my builders. These are the people who want to make an income and make an impact in the world. So the great thing about the doTERRA business is that it's on your terms. You can reach whatever goals you set for yourself, but you're working for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. You've got an amazing team there to support and encourage you and cheer you on. So if you want more information on sharing or building, send me a text so I can plug you into that. But thank you guys so much for taking the time tonight to learn these basics about these oils. I'm hoping that you're going to be leaving here feeling more empowered and more likely to reach for some natural options versus something that has some unsavory side effects. So give yourself some extra love for showing up for yourself tonight and taking the time to learn how to take better care of you, because you deserve it. And I'm just going to check the chat box and make sure I'm not missing any questions. I've been loving you guys. Thank you for sharing in the chat, what your goals are. These are beautiful. Oh, I love it. I love it. Awesome. All right, ladies, well, have a wonderful rest of your night. And if you want support on any more topics, let me know. I'd love to plug you into some of our upcoming classes.